Ross, the start for him absolutely vital. He's looked good in qualification. Will he hold his technique together? Will Colin get the smooth race that we know he has in him? He's been here before. He's been the champion before. He's well respected. The final of the men's 110 meters hurdles. Masenga of Belgium, Bolsa of Germany, Garcia of Cuba, Ross of the United States, Jackson of Great Britain, Schwarthoff of Germany, Hernandez of Cuba, and Dees of the United States. And that was Hernandez out in lane 7 quite clearly. The youngster, the youngest man in the field, showing an inexperience, just trying to get away. Just look at this. Schwarthoff twitched a little. Having said that, we've often seen the yellow marker go up elsewhere. But clearly this man got away. That's a nervous smile. He knows now he's under pressure. A second false start would eliminate him from the race. Colin Jackson has been here before. He's now going through the rehearsal. He's visualized the race. He needs to get to the first hurdle first. He needs to establish the rhythm of the race. He needs to pressure Garcia. He needs to pressure Ross and Schwarthoff. Those around him need to be pressured early on. Then he should hold it together. And Singer, Bolsa, Garcia, Ross, Jackson, Schwarthoff, Hernandez, and Dees. The final of the 110 meters hurdles. Away this time, and Ross has got away well, and so has Colin Jackson in the centre, and Garcia's been left at the moment, and Ross going, and Jackson coming through in the middle, and Colin's got away, and Colin, if he can hold it here, Garcia coming through him at the final stages, he's got to get there, and Colin Jackson is the champion of the world! Garcia gets the silver, I think. It's very, very close. Colin Jackson, to me, looked as though he'd got it. It was close. It was close. He dipped and dipped. Did he dip under the beam? Did he get there? I think he did. It's very, very close. Garcia closed down very quickly, and perhaps Colin isn't sure. I was sure, and the computer is sure. It says 13:04. He's clearly the champion, David, and that is the second world title for Colin Jackson, and it was brilliant. The pressure was always there, it really was, and Garcia didn't get away so well, and the master taught the pupils a lesson here today. He held it together. He got away and held it together.
Colin is not so sure, but we are. He's got it. Schwarthoff says, well done. So he's taken the world title again. The winning time, officially a season's best, 13:04, and he still doesn't know.
Well, certainly we are sure now, because it's up on the scoreboard at 13:04 to 13:07. We'll see it. He's saying, did I? There'll be a little smile soon. Duane Ross, 13:12. There'll be probably a bigger smile soon. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Yes, yes, yes. I am the champion of the world. A look of relief. And that was a marvellous piece. That, David, was not always an easy race. He was the favourite, but when you're the favourite, well, it's not always easy.
I'll tell you what, he's almost established a little bit of Great British history, because one more medal after this one, and he'll equal the record of 23 in big championships set by Kathy Cook and Linford Christie. Look at the dip there. Well, we've talked about it before. Many times he gets it right. You're right to say, did he dip under the beam? But this time he got it right. Absolutely right. So now, in major championships, 22 medals either gold, silver and bronze. His career really at international level goes back to 85 when he was second in the European Junior. But he's not a number 2 anymore.
I've never seen him as emotional as this, David. After all the years he's been running and winning major titles, the only one he's not won yet is the Olympic gold. There were tears in his eyes there. That was real relief. That was tough. We put him up as the favourite, and you know, he was so relieved in the final stages.
Well, Colin has seen it all, done it all. All he needs now is an Olympic gold next year. He's 32, but he's not exactly going downhill. Now, watch this replay. Jackson in lane 5, first to rise. Establishes himself against Duane Ross. Garcia is the danger from here on, who started poorly but comes through very fast. On the near side, Tony Dees doesn't really get in the race. So it's Jackson, Ross and Garcia, but Jackson, who hasn't been running the last 3 hurdles particularly well, does so when it matters. And now he goes for the line and gets it. Gold medal for Colin Jackson, his 2nd World Championship. Garcia is 2nd, and in 3rd place, Duane Ross.
That was a test of mind and of body. He needed the start, he got the start. He always knew that Ross would be good to the first hurdle. Garcia was just that odd 6 inches or so down. And when Colin Jackson gets ahead and establishes that rhythm, gets that trail leg through and attacks the next hurdle, then anybody's in trouble. But look at the way Garcia's closing down in the final stages. It was so close, very, very close, but close doesn't matter. It is a champion's run by Colin Jackson. And look at this, a celebration that he will enjoy. After all the years, David, that is one that he will remember.
Certainly. Of course, he also holds the world record as well, set in Stuttgart in '93 when he won the world title. But he's won it now again. Not as fast, it doesn't matter, he's got the gold. When you look through the record, he won the World Junior in '86, 2nd in the Olympics in '88, won the European Indoor in '89, Commonwealth Games in '90, the European in '90, the World Championship in '93, the European Indoor in '94, the Commonwealth Games in '94 as well, the European in 1998, and the World Indoor this year, and now he's taking the World Outdoor.
How nice it is to see that Welsh flag in his hand too. How much they've supported him over the years. He is a truly magnificent athlete. We often think of the 13 2s and 3s that he runs as sometimes he doesn't win races in 13-2 and we think, oh, this man is not going well, but it's so tough to run those sort of times time and time again. But to win the championships, and remember he won that championship in Stuttgart in 1993, making the world record figure. Here it wasn't world record speed, but I tell you what, it was very close to 13 flat, just 4 100ths outside of it, and that's all you need.
He's such a wonderfully flexible athlete. You see him stretch and bend before a race. Watch him during the race. Early dip worries me on occasions, but he got it right today.
He has dipped under the beam occasionally, but let's bring you up to date with that magnificent result. It's a season's best, and he performs when it matters, doesn't he? Colin Jackson then is champion of the world, 13.04. Garcia, the man we feared, a national record, 13.07, a young Cuban whose time will come. Duane Ross, 13.12, he takes bronze.